welcome back to a beautiful Alaskan day out here. Last video, we put a hitch on the Bradley GT2, and I was thinking, what else would make this car more useful to me out here in the Arctic and out on the trails and whatever else? So, we put a winch on. I put a 3,000-pound winch off of an ATV onto the car. That way I can pull the car out of any spot that I get it in or whatever else. I haven't fully hooked it up yet, but I don't know if it works. So this video, we're just gonna test if the winch will work for the car and see if it'll pull it out of spots. I'm thinking I'm just gonna go bury this thing in the side yard and then try and pull it out with the winch. But yeah, we added a winch to Eva. So with the summer tires on the car, it won't come up this hill. So it's a perfect time to test the winch. We're gonna undo the winch, we'll come up, we'll hit a tree, and we'll see if it pulls it uphill. I have no idea if this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it, and hopefully the car doesn't shut off on me because it's cold out here. Look at that! My little winch attachment that I put on works, I wouldn't say phenomenal, but it works really good. It's really slow, but nothing I can really do about that. That's the winch, not really the car's or my mount's fault. But I think if we go on any trails or if we're out in the middle of nowhere or somebody needs help, we can help them out with the winch. It's not super crazy. I still have to tie it into the car. I was just bringing it out here to kind of test if it would actually pull the car and be kind of useful. And it pulled it uphill. It's slow, and I don't feel like sitting here forever to pull it all the way up the hill. But it works. So by using the thing that's supposed to help me get unstuck, I got myself stuck. I pulled it too far, and now I'm kind of in the ditch. So I gotta pull myself out. So now we're going to drive back to the shop after that little incident. But hey, it actually works. I think I got myself unstuck. We're gonna make sure here in a second. But the winch works really good. It's moving the whole car like sideways without flexing the front that much. So I did good. All right, there you go. Yeah, so I kind of buried her over here where there's no road, and it just kind of buried it. And then we pulled it out. Got stuck there too, but she's unstuck. And now we're gonna head back to the garage. So it was more interesting than I made it out to be, but yeah. No, the winch works really good. I mean, for what I did to it, it's pretty decent. So I'll tie in the wires to the car and I'll put the box inside the car so I can adjust everything from inside the car so I don't gotta get out all the time or use that battery box. But yeah, this thing's pretty sweet. All right, now I'm gonna go before this engine really quits and I get stuck out in the middle of nowhere here. Look at, it's actually, I think, what time is it? Hang on. Here in Alaska, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and the sun's setting. So that's kind of rough. But, all right, let's get out of this frozen tundra. I bet you any money, I wouldn't say any, but I bet you a lot of money, a lot of guys that own Bradley GT2s do not drive them in the conditions that I drive my car in. And it's not that I don't care about the car, it's just I want to drive it. That's what I built it for. So, you know, when it's snowing like crazy out, the roads are all trashy, you'll see me driving this car if it cooperates. Obviously, it's a little 4-cylinder Beetle. It has its issues, and I struggle to keep it running sometimes. But for the most part, I really do try to drive it as much as humanly possible. I really like this car. It takes me a little bit to get it running some days, so it does kind of suck that I can't drive it, you know, all the time. Because I need time, you know, I need time to start it, get it to kind of run right, and then I get it out. But, yeah. I don't think any other guy that owns a Bradley GT2 is doing the stuff that I'm doing with this car. All right, the winch on Eva worked really, really well. I'm actually kind of impressed that it worked that well. I wasn't really expecting it to. I was kind of expecting to break something, just like I was expecting to break something when I used the hitch. But this car is actually turning out kind of nice and cool doing the way I'm doing it. So, progress from here. This thing is basically, I'm not gonna say worthless, because I don't want to say that. This car is really cool. I really like it. It's not worth what I put into it. So I'm gonna get my fun out of it, and I'm gonna build it into something I'm gonna be able to use here in Alaska while I'm here without wrecking the car. So obviously all this stuff I'm putting on here is temped on there. It's not drilled into the frame. It's not drilled into the fiberglass. It's just bolted on with U-bolts and other things that aren't gonna destroy the car. So I think our next step, we're going to do two big things with the car, and I think that's going to be kind of the last of it. But the two big things are, we're going to put a roof rack on the car, so the doors are going to have to come off. We're going to put a 3-inch adjustable coil, like a 3-inch lift on the car, so for some adjustable shocks. And then we're going to add some lights on the roof rack, because it does get very, very dark here. It's 2 o'clock right now in the afternoon, and the sun's already setting. So I could definitely use some more lights on the car, because those little pop-up headlights don't do me all that much driving in the dark, as one of my last videos when I drove up to the Arctic Circle, it showed. It was really late at night and I couldn't see anything. So we're gonna fix that. And the car's so low, I don't think I'm gonna blind people, or at least I hope I don't. We'll see. But yeah, the roof rack, the doors are coming off. We're gonna do the 3-inch lift. And with doing the 3-inch lift, I wanted to put bigger, kind of more aggressive tires, since I'm trying to build it like a safari car, like off-roading, you know, kind of use it as a side-by-side, basically. a road legal side-by-side. But I can't find any really aggressive tires for these rims. This is a 14-inch rim and then a 15-inch rim in the back, and I can't find anything that's fitting in the wheel wells that's aggressive looking enough. Like I said, the car is going to be raised up about 3 inches. I might level it where I do 2 inches in the back and 3 in the front, so the car sits a little level. I don't really know. I'm gonna get a harness for the inside of the car, because I'm taking off the doors. I don't want people flying out of the car or anything super crazy, or if I roll it doing something stupid, I don't want to fall and get hit by stuff. So I'm gonna put in like a nice little side-by-side harness for the thing. And yeah, so with that, we're spending money. And I need to sell stuff. So I'm going to start selling some things. And I think I'm going to sell the little bike I built. I think I'm going to sell that, because I don't really drive it that much. And I think we're going to sell that thing that I built to be able to upgrade our car to do more fun Alaskan things. So, yeah. All right, so the winch on Eva works really, really well. I'm really happy with it. So we're going to keep it on there. We just got to finish tying in all the wires and everything. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I always appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time. Hopefully it'll be the roof rack or the 3-inch lift or something fun. and we'll go do some fun stuff with it, hopefully.